Recreational Center. As the gold medal game is underway, the Orangeville Northmen will be taking on the Green Gales in this final matchup. If you're just tuning in, the bronze medal did end up going to the Seneca War Chiefs. They beat the Calgary Chill. I'm alongside Tyler Simons, and Tyler's my lacrosse insider and expert for today's game, as he's alumni for the Orangeville Northmen. Tyler, let's start off and let everyone know, how many years have you been playing lacrosse for?
I've been playing lacrosse for 12 years now. I started my career as a junior B, and I ended it as a junior B as the captain. So I played a total of 5 years on the team.
Now, seeing this is the 6th day of the Founders Cup, I've kind of been asking all the guys to reminisce and talk about a fond memory of lacrosse as the season's coming to an end. And do you have one?
There's far too many memories. It's just being together with all those guys for all those years. It was pretty spectacular.
Now, I've asked Tyler to join me on today's broadcast because he was at the Ontario Finals matchup the last 2 games between the Green Gales and the Orangeville Northmen. So, Tyler, how do you think these 2 teams are going to match up today?
It's going to be a really tight match out there tonight. Both teams have some great scorers on each side, but they both have some great defenders as well. So it's going to be a really tight match out there tonight.
Right on. And what are you looking forward to most out of tonight?
There's going to be some big goals. I know it's going to be very exciting, and it's going to be a really fast-paced game.
Well, we've seen them before at the Ontario Finals. We're going to see them in the gold medal game tonight, but before that happens, we're going to send upstairs to Spencer Tangway and Matt Carrick for the call. Guys, you got it.
Sam, I can't hear a word you're saying because the Orangeville Northmen are just taking to the floor, but I assume you threw up to us, Matthew Carrick and Spencer Tangway, one final time. We've done this 22 times already this week over the past 6 days, and we get one more, a rematch of the OLA Junior B Final Series that was swept by the Orangeville Northmen, but now it's a winner-take-all one-game series for this bad boy right here, the star of the show, the Founders Cup Trophy. And our players to watch, we look at Riley Thompson. We've been talking about in the last couple of games. Both of us kind of agree this could be the MVP of the tournament.
Well, look at his stats. Why not? 11 goals, 13 assists, and 24 points. And he touches the ball, and he is the guy they go through every single time he's on the floor in offense. Other side of the floor, though, he has been their main guy, Jeff Fernandez.
Really has. We're going to look at some big shots from him. 5 games played, 13 goals, 12 assists for 25 points for Jeff Fernandez. Those 2 could be stars of the show. This guy right here has been getting a lot of attention since we pulled it out here today. A lot of players and people coming by taking pictures with it, and a lot of players saying my name is on there somewhere, looking for it and taking pictures of that as well. Our starting goaltenders today, they'll be part of the big storylines here, and we start with the guy that didn't start the tournament, but he's got a lot of action late down the stretch here. Daniel Tanner, fantastic record and goals against average.
Yeah, you know what? He's going to be leaned on big here tonight. He's got to step up and be their number 1 guy. Other side of the floor, the big veteran, Liam Wynn. 4-0 record in this tournament, a goals against average, under 5, but he will be tested tonight. A sold-out crowd full of both Green Gale fans and the Orangeville fans. As Matt, you mentioned, it's the Battle of Ontario, game number 4. Here we go again.
The top seed in the A division standings, the top seed in the B division standings, almost as if it were meant to be. One final time this season, the Orangeville Northmen and the Green Gales will fight, and it will be for the Canadian National Championship. Founders Cup gold medal game comes your way next on the JVI Sports Network.
We're set to go here from Orangeville.
Opening face-off goes towards Daniel Tanner into the Orangeville Northmen zone. As they're the first players there, big collision in on the boards, and you can tell as the fans come alive, it's Riley Armstrong winning it out here for Orangeville as it's stripped at center, setting up for a good defensive battle. A big bump there. Referees are Neil McDonald and Jesse Smith on the floor. Trent Bray from the First Nations representative inside the box.
Good turnover here by Clarington to force that unnecessary flip pass. The Gales will get their first chance on offense. As Matt, we heard that crowd right when the Orangeville Northmen picked up the loose ball. Look how full it is. Just you can't even see a space to stand.
Up here in the crowd and down, lining the boards. Can't even see our cameras down there. Astor Shetley and Matty Cole doing a fantastic job in the corners. Gary Morrison has been with us all week. Our director all week long has been Alex Frazow. That is the JVI Sports Network crew. A big tip of the cap to them. As we have a lot of thank yous to get through as we call this gold medal game. Backing into the crease, we get the crease violation as Justin Brack gets pushed in there as the sticks bang one more time. And an extra ball on the floor. That one will be quickly picked up and put in the pocket as the Green Gills get set up. Jeff Fernandez, our player to watch, around the first one, around the second one, looking for the shot. And they collapse in shortly thereafter. Rebound rolling to the corner. No shot, though, as the shot clock down to 10. Big dump right in front of the net as Justin Bragg got upended. And we'll get either interference or holding.
Well, emotions are running high here as it's Bragg who went down. And now Neil McDonald's got two Gales tangled up, but he's going to report the penalty. Interference the call. And now the Orangeville Northmen find themselves a man down, a minute 40 into today's game. And Matt, the first goal could easily be the one that lifts the roof off this building. Gales fans they're here and they are loud and can very well change the outcome of this game.
If you know anybody in construction, get them on the phone because there will not be a roof on this building by the end of the day, as these fans are liable to rip it off at any time, like you said. Off to the left, early power play here as that shot rips the stick out of the hands of the Orangeville defender. Ball carrier chased all the way up top. Fernandez again trying to fake his way through all by himself as the shot clock will expire. They're arguing that one hit Tanner. But it's going to be Northman ball at center. Chasing it around is our player to watch, Riley Thompson, for the Orangeville Northmen. If you haven't figured it out yet, these two iconic jerseys, white, silver, and black for the Northmen, right to left here on their home floor. Black jerseys, green shoulders and shorts, white numbering for the Green Gales as they smother the ball. Big bump as coming in late was Grayson Houghton. And minor interference as Houghton went after his man. Some more shoving over on the far corner. This one, I don't think anything will boil over here, but very intense and adrenaline definitely high as this crowd is helping out. Riley Palmer trying to get them excited after the defensive strip, which gives them 44 seconds on the power play.
Still looking for their first shot on the power play, too. We haven't seen much of Fernandez yet as Ripka has it up top, but he's made his way into some good scoring opportunities, but really hasn't had a good shot yet.
Nick Ribka, one of the graduating players from this Green Gale system. This will be his last junior game. As Orangeville thought they had it away, Fernandez, the corkscrew shot, finds the post. They do reset the clock and send it all the way up top to Jeremy McWaters. What a game McWaters had yesterday. He had 2 goals, and we had him for about 3 or 4 assists as well.
Well, he's a big shooter. They're just going to wait for the Orangeville Northmen player to come out of the box, and now they go 5-on-5, 0 for 1 on the power play.
In tight to the crease, that shot high off the back glass, and we get another shot clock violation here against the Gales. As Orangeville will take over, their fans come to life as the side to our left starts to calm it down a little bit.
Well, I don't know if I like that call to wait for the Orangeville Northmen player. I see why they did it, so they don't get an odd man rush the other way. But that shot is blocked, and a very timid start for these Green Gales so far.
Connor Van Ryn had thoughts of a breakaway, but it works down low to Scott Dominy. Dominy's going to stand tall as he goes after a Green Gale player, trying to take on two of them at the top of the fan as Daniel Tanner fires that into the timekeeper's box.
Yeah, he'll want that pass back, but he's got to regroup here. Gales coming, and we know we got to get our first goal eventually. Shot's only 2-1, though, for the Green Gales.
And they draw first blood. Tanner caught leaning to the right, goes over the left shoulder. 1-0 for the team that plays out of Bowmanville. 4 minutes and 31 seconds into our first period.
Well, Fernandez gives a bump to the captain, Peter Hunt, as he goes off, as we'll get a look at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center replay. And it all starts before the replay, actually, when the goaltender throws it out of play. But how about this crease and a vision of number 11, Dyson Williams, to put it home. 1-0 for the black and green.
Dyson's missed a couple games in this tournament as he's been sitting out, but reinserted back in the lineup. His dad, of course, I'm not sure, did he get I think he's the leading scorer in all major series, point getter, assists anyways. Definitely up there in the top couple, 2 or 3, but Dyson Williams from Connor Van Ryn on the goal as Tanner makes a stop with the face mask. And we've played 5 minutes here in our gold medal final. Our thanks to the Seneca Nation and one of our sponsors, the Green Gales Junior B jersey sponsors, stepping up here for our games here on Super Sunday. Big shot and big hit afterwards. We're going to get a high sticking call. It may even be 5 against Mike Sutton. Pardon me, as Mike Sutton got hit. Not sure who it was. Perhaps Connor McGee, the other graduating player for the Green Gales, as both these teams only have 2, and now it'll be touched by McGee. And we'll see if it is 2 or 5.
Well, Neil immediately just said 2, and he's just going to give him a 2 for high stick. Replay, watch this. Center your screen, as that is directly upper area of the head, as that will draw a penalty, and this will be the first Toronto Rock Athletic Center power play for the Orangeville Northmen.
That's what I mean. It looked like it was direct contact, but just calling it 2, knowing the magnitude of the situation we're in here. Neil McDonald and Jesse Smith, as we said, getting the gold medal assignments here in this one.
Orangeville's got to keep this power play simple. They're trying to do too much here. Way too many passes that you would never see in a regular season or playoff game. I think the crowd may have gotten to them a little bit too early as they are getting outshot 5-2 now. And not really, other than that last chance they had, they haven't really impressed me on this side of the floor.
Which is really funny because their last couple games, they get to come through against Saskatchewan and the Calgary Chill, only allowing 4 goals in each of those games, scoring 25. The Green Gales 15-1 over the Manitoba Blizzard, and then 14-7 over the Seneca War Chiefs, who captured the bronze medal. Cutting in a few fakes there from Zach Bryant. Sees that one sail to the side, and Orangeville able to pick up.
And if you've watched all our broadcasts, Orangeville has scored in the first goal in every single one of their goals, or every single one of their games, excuse me. This time it's the Gales who find themselves on top, 1-0.
Trailed for about 3 minutes in that Seneca game. Candidate for game of the tournament between the Seneca War Chiefs and the Orangeville Northmen in round robin play. But definitely the tougher division, Division B for the Northmen, as Seneca, Manitoba, and Coquitlam all advancing to the final days here. It was the Blizzard capturing the Tier 2 gold medal. And of course, we said Seneca the bronze, gold and silver up for grabs here in our primetime match.
Well, that'll do it for the power play. All even, 12:20 left, and the crowd is unbelievably loud for how early we are in this game. Only 12 minutes left to go in the first period, and it's already like a team's won the championship.
I don't think that's going to die down any. If anything, it'll get even louder by the end of it. Here's Fernandez. Into the corner, shot goes wide, it looks like. No, they do call a reset as it tips off the arm of Tanner. Peter Hunt into the corner, one of two graduates on this Orangeville Northmen team. The captain, Peter Hunt, and Riley Thompson of the Orangeville Northmen.
Good time to give a big shout out to his father and the tournament committee for doing an excellent job hosting this year's Founders.
Cutting in, a couple side steps there for Kyle Waters. A number of teams have been saying it's one of the best organized they've been a part of. Domini, couple fakes, and you can hear the crowd from our position willing him on. A few yeses with each step he took. Now he's ISO'd one-on-one on the far side as Domini has it all the way up top. Big open look there as it's ripped from Grant Scott. Kept alive by Orangeville, 4 on the clock though. Domini, big shot, bigger save from Wynn. And Domini into the face of a Green Gales player as he'll be stirring it up all game long.
Oh my,
Domini.
Wynn is in one of his zones right now, and he is not going to be easy to beat. Not only that, this is a new level I've ever seen these Green Gale defense ever playing at. They are pressuring like crazy. Usually it's Orangeville's D I'm impressed with. Right now, edge to the Green Gales.
How about a 2-0 edge to the Green Gales? From way outside, the skip shot gets in behind Daniel Tanner.
That is one he'll want back, and he's going to remember that one. Both goals now I think he wants back. The first one he threw it away. This one, look how far out he is. Just a low bouncer. He gets a piece of it. He's in good position, well outside his net, but he just did not move in time. 2-0 now.
And that looked like a clean look, too. There was one up near the top, but both officials signaled the
complete opposite
ways at exactly the same time. Now they'll discuss. And they come out of it, Green Gale ball, and Bruce Codd.
Well, he wants to redraw right away, and I understand why.
There was no possession gained before that went out. As the hidden ball play, they keep it upstairs. Adam Peroni on the goal. And how about another? Wait a second, timeout here, hold on. No goal.
Oh my!
Orangeville fans turn to celebrate.
Well, the refs are not usually supposed to get involved in a championship game and you let them play, but Brad MacArthur has great reason to throw his hands up. Take a look at this one.
The Green Gale player, see if he runs through the crease here before they play this ball. I'm not sure. We're going to have a look.
Oh, it's close.
Ooh,
his foot did
boy.
cross the line, but I don't know if it's in time. 10 minutes to go anyways, but
remember where that foot breaks the plane, that left foot there. We've usually got some help from the referees here in the booth. They're not looking now. Oh, boy.
Oh, Brad MacArthur, you better hold him back. He was on top of the boards a second ago, and Neil McDonald is not going to be liked right now. Oh, my.
Everybody on the bench.
2-1 game when it was just 3-0 a second ago. Figure that one out.
What happened there?
This could get chippy.
The Orangeville player gets dropped on the faceoff. Possession awarded to Orangeville. How about another look here from outside? Kyle Waters, the straight rip.
Well, if you're a fan of lacrosse and you want everything in this game, you have it. Usually a championship game will be close. How about a 2-1 game? A referee called off a goal. They go back the other way and score. Here's the public address announcer, Peter Sabalix, with the announcement.
Over to the far side, Domini cuts in, looking crease. looking low on Wynn, and he just crouches down, sits on that stick as Palmer runs into the corner. Big pick there. Palmer looking to get away, already halfway through period number 1 of game 23, the final one of the 2016 Founders Cup tournament. And what a tournament it's been. You referenced Bob Hunt and the committee. A lot of these teams, especially the ones coming from out of town, said it's real organized. Each team getting their own room for the entire week. As a big tie-up in on the boards, and Neil McDonald will give it to Orangeville. As a few players come in late, they'll separate that.
Well, what's funny, Matt, he didn't even hear the shot clock. That's how loud it is in here. He thought the play was still going on. He called a minor interference. He didn't even hear the 30-second clock go off, which is why Bruce Codd was going insane on the bench.
I doubt any of these players have played in an atmosphere quite like this, nor have these officials reffed in quite an atmosphere. It's been a while since we've called a game that's been this exciting.
Well, I know the fire marshal is not invited in this building right now. As we have double standing room. Oh, off the post.
Oh, off the pipe.
Oh, nice catch.
Domini, a nice catch there. As that one goes off the post, it will remain Greengale ball. As they send to the far side, circling back, Tyler Earns. And another one that gets through Tanner. And the celebration goes through 2 Northmen players. And Peter Hunt has something to say about that.
Well, he's firing up this crowd. But unfortunately, the Greengales have the 3-1 lead. If you're a Northman fan, Tanner's going to go for water. But the Greengales have came out, as we see this on floor, chirping continue. Greengales have taken advantage as you see another short side goal beat Tanner. Track replay there. This crowd is unreal right now here in the building. 3-1 for the team that got swept by these very same Northmen less than 2 weeks ago.
Sticks coming to life on both benches on the boards. Bruce Codd rallying the defense. As everybody focuses now on the face-off. Ball bounces off the glass. Everyone looking for it down the far side. They break out with a few stick whacks there as Ben Mercy able to corral it, but it's won by the Greengales.
Well, we'll see what the Greengales do here. They have that 3-1 lead. A 4-1 lead would really take this crowd out of it pretty early as Fernandez gets robbed.
Tanner, since coming in, if you missed our earlier coverage from this tournament, Rylan Hartley took a Seneca to War Chief shot. I believe Connor Fields up high, and a few minutes after that left the game on the advice of the training staff and has not returned. But Daniel Tanner has stepped in and won a few Player of the Game awards, been on our 3-star list, sponsored by Kanawaki CrossFit. As from the outside, they call that off too in the crease. Oh my goodness.
This is gonna get ugly, I think. Neil McDonald, both calls are his.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I hope he's got backup when he leaves the parking lot. He's not making friends. That one was rolling through, and he calls an Orangeville player in the crease.
Oh.
Another bouncer, no goal.
We need a sponsor just for our crease replays.
Could you imagine if that one got in there?
Well, shots on goal now, 10-7. Greengales are starting to pick up an edge, but the Northmen seem to just be coming back and forth at spurts. We'll look for this outside shot maybe from Houghton, but he goes to the far side.
Adam Peroni getting an earful from Brad MacArthur, way outside. High over top of Wynn off the glass, jump ball, and picked up by Orangeville. Wynn making the save. Oh, big hit in behind, and none of the officials saw it. Zach Deacon gets up as he'll make his way to the bench now, and we'll see if he stays in line. Looks like, no, he's going to go for a seat. Over to the far side, the big bodies of Jeremy McWaters over there. One off the bench as Fernandez comes streaking in and overruns it as it bounces into the Orangeville bench. Six minutes remain. 3-1 is the score for the Greengales. Down the far side, Riley Thompson draws 2 defenders to him. Hillis looking for the shot, goes to the crease instead, and Grayson Houghton scores.
Well, Grayson Houghton, he's looking for that breakout time in this tournament. He hasn't really been the #1 guy for the Northmen, but Liam Wynn finally gets beat by him in this tournament, and it happens at the exact 14-minute mark of the first period. Here's a look at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center replay. Watch number 3. Right there, oh, what a pass across the crease. And Liam Wynn just cannot make the desperation save.
Look at all the shooting room he had, as I think everybody, myself included, thought he was going to have a rip there.
Well, here comes the goal announcement from Peter Sabalix, one of the loudest announcers in the league.
Green Gales down the far side. They'll send one off the back glass, picked up by Bryant. Another Green Gale shot. As it comes up top, and the Green Gales draw the penalty. Zach Bryant, the bigger body, very hard to corral, as we've seen.
Oh, he's done that so many times. He's drawn about 10 penalties just in this tournament alone, simply by reaching. All he does is reach across, and they get him up high every single time.
10 left in the shot clock. They have one on the crease, a couple fakes, it's in the legs, and Green Gales arguing it's in the net.
Well, Neil McDonald's not signaling. If he calls this a goal, I would really hope you have another referee.
He shook his head no. There is a standby in case something happens to
well, get your helmet on, Trent Bray.
One of these refs, but there's a look at the penalized player. And how about a shout out to the Orangeville minor system. Hosts joining a couple of these teams. Watch this hit here. As that was a non-call. Riley Armstrong going to the box for holding. Green Gales setting up now with Fernandez, takes a walk in, and Tanner making the save. Tanner looking to outlet down the floor. Where's the ball? It's just a couple bounces there as Mike McCannell sends it into the corner, takes his man out hard, and it will be Green Gale possession.
I think Daniel Tanner just needs to relax a little bit. He's got 5 seconds in that crease. That's not your best option with not a great look there. He's got to just step out, slow it down a little bit. I know you only have 10 to get over, but he needs to relax a little more in that net.
Horn sets up again. Minute 15 left here in the penalty. Couple side steps from Fernandez. Let's rip. And the man on the crease is able to pick it up all the way up top. Back to the righties now. A sidearm shot from Matt Shand. That one hits the goaltender and is recovered by the Gales one more time.
Well, good strategy by the Gales to pepper him with shots. Why not? He's the backup normally all year. Not used to this many shots maybe against a huge team like the Gales in this big situation. Shots now 15-9 in favor of the Green Gales.
On the near side, Fernandez. Jeff Fernandez gets a shove as he's going down, elects to take the shot, and it's picked up by Grayson Houghton and stripped from behind. A lot of commotion in front of the benches here as the stick knocked out of the hands of an Orangeville player. Tic-tac-toe!
Short-handed goal. What a goal to make it a 3-3 ball game. Starts with all the saves from Tanner, and down the floor they go. The Green Gales can't just pick up the loose ball, as we'll get another look at this one on the Toronto Rock Athletic Center replay. Watch how many times the Green Gales can't get it. They allow Grant Scott to find that Lucy. Scott to the far side, and putting it home is Mike McCannell. That's his third shorthanded goal of this tournament. Well, you asked for a close game, and in the finals, that's what you normally get. 3-3.
Numbers 20, 21 through about 27 have been fantastic for this Orangeville team, as, at least for the time being, the tambourines of the Green Gales fans go away, and the cowbells of the Northmen fans come back to life. Played back by Fernandez. He's cutting to the net. That one saved by Tanner, as Tanner will go off to his right side. What a first period. 3 minutes to go, tied at 3.
Well, it started off with a commotion with the officials, and now We have over 425 viewers joining us. Oh, what a shot. Better save as that comes to the near side.
Our thanks to Seneca Nation, Toronto Rock, and of course, Ganawaki CrossFit. Let us know who you think the Ganawaki CrossFit 3 stars of the game should be. Tweet us at JVI Video.
I wonder if the town of Orangeville is closed right now because this building has every single person in it.
Well, the entire country of Canada was announced as closed last night. I know a lot of Orangeville folks were downtown. They had some screens set up. There were some backyard parties with some Orangeville alumni. Of course, saying goodbye to Gordon Downey in the best way possible. A fantastic concert last night, but now lacrosse retakes center stage in this town. From the outside, Ribka all the way through. Pardon me, that's Connor Van Ryn wearing the big right leg wrap. As it's recovered, though, by Orangeville. Minute 46 as they recover.
Well, no team wants to give an edge here. They got to go to the room, hopefully not down by a goal. You want to be the coach that has that 1-goal advantage. Right now, Orangeville has that opportunity as the Let's Go Northmen chants start to sound here in the building.
You could almost draw a line straight down the crowd, right in line with our main follow camera, as it's a sea of green on the left and black and silver down the other way, all the way down into the corner from Riley Palmer. He's going to cut back here. Thought he may take the shot. He's got Hunt on him as he comes back into the middle. And a big chase here as Liam Wynn comes out. Last minute of play here in period number 1. Played up by Mike Sutton. He's got one crossing through, a sidearm shot from Kyle Stavely. They're going to say beat the shot clock. And Bruce Codd not sure about that one. You should have seen the faces of these coaches downstairs. Phil Sanderson, Bruce Codd, Brad MacArthur, their staff. I asked them a few questions and I wanted to get the heck out of there. Oh, big shot as the Orangeville player goes down. Going to get back to his feet though, Will Riley Armstrong. I thought he'd
Well, it's dedication time.
Goodness.
Championship time. You got to take one for the team. He soaked it very well. Now he's got to stay on the floor too as they only have 23 seconds left to work.
Stay with us at the first intermission. Jim Bonhoff will join us for a quick, well, a pretty busy man with Minto Cups and finals all over the place happening here in Ontario as the collision in against the boards.
Well, it's going to be a tie to finish this opening period. Just a second left to tick off the clock. Ball deep in the Orangeville end. We'll see if the Gales will get a shot, and they do, but it's right at Tanner. How about that, Matt? 20-12 shots on goal in that opening period. 3-3 score with a bit of everything.
You can't ask for anything better in a championship final. Sam McDade is downstairs. I believe she is going to try and corral an interview. Try and confirm that for you.
Alongside Mike McKinnell of the Orangeville Northmen. Mike, really nice goal in the bottom 3 minutes of that period to tie it up and give the Northmen a little bit of momentum. Let's just start with that goal. Can you take us through that play and why that worked so well?
I just saw our guys pushing the ball in transition, battling for Lucy, so I tried to get to the open space of the floor. Next thing I know, we get to Lucy, and then I'm alone in front. So.
Now, you guys faced the Green Gales in regular season a little bit, and then you guys played them in the Ontario finals. Was it easier preparing for a team like this that you've already faced, or is it kind of harder because you're both undefeated teams in this, and you both have skill in different assets?
Well, definitely with some teams that we haven't played, there's that unknown factor. We're not exactly sure what they got, but our coaches do a really good job of preparing us for the games. And even with the team that we've played this many times, each team tries to step up their game and bring something new, so we just got to be ready for anything and just play our best.
Right on, and last but not least, I know this is the gold medal game. How much would it mean to you guys to win the gold medal here in front of your home crowd with everyone watching?
It's pretty huge. It means pretty much everything right now. That's all we're worried about, just playing this game, going through the process, just trying to get to our achieve our goal, which from the beginning of the season was to win this Founders Cup. So we're just going to keep pushing as hard as we can and do our best.
Well, thanks for this, Michael. Let you rest up, and good luck in the rest of this game. Hopefully a gold medal for you guys. Stay locked here on JVI Sports. We got a lot coming after the commercial break. We got 40 more minutes of play. Gold medal game, 2016 Founders Cup, guys.
We're tied at 3 here at the first intermission of our gold medal game of the Founders Cup of 2016 here in Orangeville, Ontario. We bring you up inside our booth where we are joined now by Jim Baumhoff, the convener of the CLA. I imagine it's a busy time for you with a lot of things happening right now throughout the CLA, but let's focus on the Founders Cup first. Just your thoughts on how the week has gone. It's been a fantastic tournament.
It's been pretty good for the amount of Founder Cups I've been to, whether it be as a volunteer or actually running a tournament or as a participant. This year, the games have been very competitive. I felt that Thursday was probably our best of the week. 2 overtime games and one barn burner to finish off the day on Thursday. And then Friday we had the play-in games and worked ourselves into Saturday, and now we're here today. And right now we might call it another barn burner with a 3-3 tie.
What does it mean for you representing the CLA and the OLA here to see this building packed with full of potential and youngsters that could be on that floor in a few years just to watch the game? What does it mean from a standpoint, watching from representing the CLA, to see all these great fans here to just support all these young men?
It's promotion, and that's what Orangeville's been about. It's about the game and how it's played and how it's promoted, and it's even about the kids. They've tried everything to keep the kids involved, whether they're out there cleaning the floor with their towels or ball boys, and it's all part of that we're able to promote the game even more and hopefully be able to grow our numbers again across the country.
We've been talking pretty much all week, the fact that the lacrosse community is so tight-knit and guys kind of return and they still continue to get involved. As we think about Orangeville or some of these other communities, Coquitlam is one that comes to mind, Clarington, the Oshawa area. What have you seen across this country in terms of players who have retired from playing, whether it's junior or senior, and still giving back to the game? Well,
you look at the coaches that are on the bench here. Most of them have all participated at one time or another in the Founders Cup. Like I know there was an assistant coach from Coquitlam. He's from Ontario. He's participated in national championships in the minnow. I know for a fact. You had Brandon Sanderson and Chet Konecki with Nova Scotia. And it's just how they keep coming. Bruce Codd, and you got Brad MacArthur with their 2 Ontario teams. And even Calgary had Rick Windle, who both played and coached here in Ontario, and he happened to be just moved back just before the Founders, and now they asked him to join the bench, but due to his wife not telling him he got a Minnow Cup tickets, they short-staffed their bench when it got to Saturday and Sunday.
And quickly, what are your final thoughts on just what it takes to host a tournament like this, and what a great job this committee has done?
Yeah. It's all about the volunteers, and if you're able to have the volunteers, you can do this. I've done it myself, and I know what it's all about. And Orangeville has hit it right on the nail and how they've done it and promoted it. And like when I drive into the games, it's on the radio, and then also with your broadcasting and just how you've been able to garner sponsors to be able to put this out to all the people across the country.
Well, as we said, Jim, we know you're a busy man, especially this time of the year. We do want to thank you for your time. The Minto Cup, President's Cup also going on out west. I don't know if you're involved with that at all. Or
no, I wouldn't be involved in that. I'd be back to my other position.
The Man Cup, then, of course, returning here in a couple weeks' time. So thank you for your time.
Yep.
And we will throw down to Sam McDade as the Orangeville Northmen are back on the floor. We're about a minute and a half away from the start of the second period. Our thanks to Jim Baumhoff joining us here. Sam, take it away downstairs.
The gold medal game of the 2016 Founders Cup, guys, is an exciting and electric building here at the Recreational Center in Orangeville, Ontario. Our host team, the Orangeville Northmen, taking on the Green Gales, both Ontario teams that have faced each other in the regular season, as well as at the Ontario Finals, where the Northmen managed to sweep them 3-0. We'll see if the Northmen can pull that off tonight, or if the Green Gales have got something special up their sleeves. The kind of mood in the back dressing room has definitely been that of a serious tone. Both teams are in this game. All right, folks, it is 3-3 after 20 minutes of play. We got another 40 for you here on JVI Sports. I'm going to throw it upstairs, though, to my partners in crime, Spencer Tangway, Matt Carrot. Guys, you got the call. Go ahead.
Well, thank you very much, Sam McDade downstairs. Our thanks to Jim Baumhoff.
Just quickly, shots on goal after 20 minutes of play. Green Gales lead 20-12 over the Orangeville Northmen. Face-offs, the Green Gales have the edge, winning 5 of the 7 draws, and both teams are 0 for 1, with the actual Green Gales 0 for 2, so no one's yet to score a power play goal. We're underway. Second period here from Alder Street. 3-3 the score if you're just joining us.
As the Green Gales get the possession of this period and work out slowly over center here. Matthew Carrick, Spencer Tangway, along with Sam McDade. Down in the corner, our thanks to those who have stepped in, including Brad Ritchie from Manitoba, Chris Soucy from Saskatchewan, Shane Sanderson from Orangeville, and Derek Chu from Seneca throughout this week. As we'll talk to Shane Sanderson in period number 2, get the Orangeville perspective of this tournament organization, this game, this team. Tough night for the Junior A Northmen last night, losing to Port Coquitlam out in the Minto Cup. Northmen here looking to avenge that loss.
Well, a full house here as we bring you back to Ontario, where the Gales got swept by these very same Orangeville Northmen 3-0. They had the lead, but then they gave it up 3-3 as they will run from right to left. As nice pass across the crease. They're really moving well now on offense, but that shot well high. Orangeville thought they had it. Loose ball is going to be turned over, and the Northmen pick it over.
The number of people in this building walking past this cup saying, my name's on there somewhere, my name's on there. Can I take a picture of, not the cup, but they don't want a picture with the cup, they want the picture of their name. A couple of people on Twitter also asking for pictures. Jim Baumhoff leaves our booth and says, if you look closely, my name's on there somewhere too. As that cup behind us is so full of history. And another chapter yet to be written here this evening. Shot clock expires on the Orangeville Northmen.
Well, unfortunately, my name will not be on it, and Matt, I'm pretty sure your name's not on it as well.
No, that's correct.
We are
maybe a few fingerprints after.
We
today,
are
but
very
that's okay.
pleased to bring this to you, so you could see more great names be added to that cup. Is on the ground is the Gales. Bryce told me he was injured yesterday, actually too, but he'll shove it off and he'll go right off the floor by himself. No trainer needed.
I think the refs missed a high stick there, and they're going to get a turnover as now Riley Armstrong is down again. We saw him take that shot off the helmet in period number 1. Orangeville down the far side. Kyle Waters with it. Palmer, a brief stick check. Now Waters turns on the Jets, takes the shot. And did that hit Wynn? They say no. As Liam Wynn now in the net to our right. Green Gales working right to left here. Period number 2. Bearing down on Daniel Tanner. Tanner, it was open there on the left. He staggered back, trying to get there quickly, but it's going to be corralled here by Ben Mercy.
Oh, Matt, that's been the story of these offensive teams going at it. They can't really get good offensive looks from outside as they did against the weaker teams. Now, it's got to be those beautiful, nifty passing plays that we're seeing, east-west passes, opening up the cross-crease lanes, and that's where we've seen Orangeville really take advantage of this second period. A good save coming from Liam Wynn, though, back the other way.
All games we brought to you on our YouTube channel, they'll be there. If you want to get caught up, entire playlist, hit play all. You'll enjoy the opening ceremonies and games 1 through 23. What a tournament it's been here in Orangeville, Ontario. And our thanks to the town of Orangeville for hosting this event, the Orangeville Northmen, for putting it on, all the tournament volunteers as this shot spins wide. A last-minute stick check helping that as Peroni's shot doesn't make it through. Down the floor, on the far side. Northmen will retreat all the way now, and sponsors lining the glass on the far side, and beside that there's a Go Gales Go sign just across from where we are, and down in the corner to the right of Liam Wynn is one that says Go Northmen. So definitely a split crowd as a couple players lose their sticks at the end of that exchange. Green Gales down the floor here, but with speed. Tyler Eames, who scored in that first period, he slows things down. Still sit 3-3 after an explosive first. Team's starting to settle in here a little bit. Ball drops down, they take it to the net, and this one will be out of play.
Matt, I'm just waiting for that second period to really open up like we saw in that first period. They got the crowd right into it. Orangeville has played in so many big games, as this Game 5 when they went against the Windsor Clippers and they won in this very same building. They were put up against a very tough Windsor Clippers team as they come back the other way and almost bury on the far side once again on that cross-crease look. But the Clippers gave them a push, and now we get some pushing and shoving the other way. But as we talk about the Green Gales, they also got pushed before they met the Orangeville Northmen, and they went 5 against the Oakville Buzz. So both of these teams know what big games and big game 7s are like against one another.
Domini's been fired up all game, and no penalties here, although Palmer comes off with the hinge hanging wide open on the front of the face mask there. Trent Bray did come out of the penalty box as the standby official, but not much for him to do. We see the Orangeville police chief in attendance.
Well, I mean, there can't be much going on outside of the building. Have you looked around, Matt? I mean,
entire town on notice, either watching here or taking a seat or on YouTube.
Wow.
Oh, miscue from Wynn now, pardon me.
Is R.A. Dickey here in the building? Because that was just a soft knuckleball that beat Liam Wynn. Screened out front, we got a good look at Wynn, and he does not look happy. Red in the face, but how about this replay? Replay is brought to you by the Toronto Rock Athletic Center, and it's just a little flip on net. I think it may have got touched out front, though. We'll try to take a look.
That definitely hit something somehow. As Riley Thompson right there on the crease, we'll wait and see who they credit the goal. And a violation against the Northmen. We'll give it to the Green Gales, though, as the rest of their sponsors include the Phoenix Transportation, City Homes, Select Auto Glass, A&T Motors, Clarington Shamrocks, Greeley Containment and Rework, Whitby Warriors, and St. Mary's Cement. And a few more that next time they touch the ball will read off as well. Our thanks to the Junior B Green Gales jersey sponsors for teaming up here this afternoon, along with the Seneca Nation, Toronto Rock, Rock Elite League, Toronto Rock Athletic Center. We had Extreme Threads and Smokin' Joe's this weekend as well. Our original plan was pay-per-view from day one straight through to the gold medal. But a lot of people through the lacrosse community stepping up here.
I'm so glad we did not go that route, because everyone who's been able to watch this game and all the games throughout this week for free, who may not have been able to before, now have the opportunity to take part in this gold medal game right here, where this building is so full that people are probably watching at home here in Orangeville because they cannot get in this building.
A lot more coming up on our schedule as Orangeville sends it to far side. Big cut back as that shot bounces off someone in front. Shot clock will expire here. Hillis, late shot doesn't get through. Follow us on Twitter at JVI Video, Facebook.com/JVI Video, as we have a full list of our sponsors there, as we really want to thank them for helping out. And of course, our upcoming schedule. We're trying to get something worked out for major series finals here in Ontario. Nothing to report as of yet, but those are in the works. Connor Van Ryn up top. We also have a bid for the Mann Cup, as that has not been announced yet, but when it does,
if it
is us, we will tweet it out as that shot rings off the post.
That ball had eyes. That could have easily tied this game up, but Daniel Tanner can thank the crossbar.
That would have been an interesting call for Neil McDonald as the shot clock had just sounded.
Well, 4-3 the score. How about Riley Thompson? Matt, you mentioned him to be your tournament MVP. He's got it on the far side. He gets it back now. Thompson. Good odd man pick and roll. That shot from the out top hits off the goalpost, and now we got a foot race for it. Tomey gets sent to the floor, and that takes away that threat.
Oh, the whistle was in the mouth of Neil McDonald, and Brad MacArthur is upset once again.
Well, I'd rather let him play there. That's just a good defensive chase. Tomey got bumped off the ball, not a minor interference. Just simply a good stick check. That's all that was.
This bench has been on him all game. But Brad MacArthur knows exactly when to go off of Tanner and in behind. But it stays on this right side of the line, and the Orangeville Northmen hang on to the lead.
Well, I'll simply just say reset, Daniel Tanner, and look the other way, because you just made one of the saves of your career right there. And without Daniel Tanner right now, the Orangeville Northmen could find themselves in a way bigger hole. What a job he's done to fill in for the very injured Rylan Hartley.
Here's Zach Deacon. Curling around, pick and roll, and saved by Wynn.
Well, this is very fast-paced lacrosse now. One minor mistake will easily be blown up and exposed. I think the head coaches, Bruce Codd and Brad MacArthur, trying to settle it down, as when it gets faster and the game kind of gets a little bit out of control, that's where you see the silly passes being made. As that's a beautiful one. They
pick
scored.
And roll the other way. Nick Ribka in his last game as a junior. Pick and rolls on both sides, but it's the Green Gales who are able to capitalize on theirs. As watch this here, unfortunately we won't see the seal up top. Houghton, oh, this will be a great look at it. Oh, it's already happened, unfortunately, sorry about that. The pick happened way up top. And Ribka worked around it, got past it, another pick of his own. That was clearly a set play, a violation against Orangeville.
Man, that's a few times
against
now.
The Green Gales. It will be Orangeville ball.
That violations have just simply turned it over on the faceoff. We haven't seen too many good breaks off faceoffs yet, but that could be a big part of the game, as both teams have faceoff guys that could easily be in the NLL or major series lacrosse tomorrow.
And they really do have, obviously, face-off plays that they run with their draw team, as Bryant using his big body over there on the boards. Big bump attempt by the assistant captain of the Northmen as Green Gales bring it in. Recently tying it at 4. Fernandez wants another, and he won't get it on this drive. Picked up by Kyle Waters down the far side. Everyone giving chase. The bench starting to come alive. Kyle Waters is second of the turning. Second of the game, pardon me. He scored a bunch in this tournament.
Oh, Waters, that's about 8 or 9 for him now, and he's been their best player along with Mr. Thompson. Thompson and Waters, I think, are the two guys that have really stepped up for their head coach, Bruce Codd. As Liam Wynn, once again, just gets beat low. We'll take a look at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center replay. Watch this. On the move, right at the feet. That's such a hard shot to execute. All of a sudden, back and forth we go here now. A lot more controlled game, and both teams know that last shot could be the one that wins it. And Matt, we've only played 30 minutes.
Huge hit on the far side, as another big one over here will go for a penalty, we believe. The first one was definitely legal, as Ty Mikola just got caught standing there. Domini in the corner, stop signs are up. Houghton on as a sixth attacker as Tanner's on the bench. Domini trying to get it to his man. Domini back has a rip with 1 on the clock, and the shot clock will go, and maybe we got something here now.
Win.
It's Domini again.
Well, now look in front of the net. Now we got something. Here we go. This is what the gold medal game is all about. Fight and dedication. How about a real fight? As behind the net, I got Domini tied up with someone.
We've only seen one fighting major in this tournament, and it came, well, offsetting fighting majors, I should say. It came in our first match of the day, Manitoba Blizzard, Coquitlam Adirondacks. A huge scrap in that game. We saw players come off the benches.
Oh, I think we need a little more than Trent Bray holding that clipboard. As I don't think that's going to stop anybody, but I think he could get in there and help his fellow referees of Jesse Smith and Neil McDonald. But this crowd loves it. They paid their $10 to get in. Let's look at where this started. There's the original call, right at half, and coming back the other way now. Watch Liam Wynn. The goaltender's going to get hit here
look
very
out here
shortly.
now. Domini having words with Wynn.
Well, here we go. Here's Domini on your screen. Domini takes a slash. This is a good look, a good offensive set here for the Orangeville Northmen. As there's the shove that we get a lot of pad here to show you. As there you see it on the top of your screen. As that's actually, I believe, could be Grant Scott. No, it's number 25, Domini. Now,
this will be a great look as he was all over this.
Oh, they're tangled up. This is, I don't know what they're saying, but his face is kissing that glass, and he's just feeding it to him. Right behind that, though, if we get a wide shot, you will see fight after fight after fight.
Officials have separated everybody now.
I think we're set to go here. Penalties on the board, just a minor.
Will be 5-on-4. That minor to Max Schurz. Domini is in the box. He'll probably got 10. We got some misconducts to sort out. That's probably a good way of handling all the rough stuff that has happened and may happen later on here. As we get back to play, Shane Hillis. They're offsetting 5-minute majors. Heads up over there, the minors along the boards. That one ripped over the head of Palmer. Down in the corner. Getting it back here for Zach Deacon. Deacon to Hillis. They continue to play catch. Down in the corner, Thompson. Looks off Deacon this time. Goes for Hillis. Deacon. Thompson on the crease. Looking shot. 10 on their clock.
Well, look out again. As this game is going to get out of hand, but the Orangeville Northmen now take a 6-4 lead. Brad MacArthur has to calm his team down, rather. As we get viewers wondering how actually Orangeville got a power play off that. But here is the goal. It's a cross crease, and that is their third cross crease goal of the 6 they've scored. And you get a good shot of Liam Wynn sending a punch, and I wouldn't be surprised if MacArthur calls timeout.
He's too busy screaming at the official here as an Orangeville player falls off the face-off. We get a clean win for the Gales, though, who now trail by 2. As it's played by Jeremy McWaters. Sutton is second of the game, this one on the power play. Riley Thompson gets another point, as does Hillis.
Penalty coming. That's a good call.
The Gales fans react to the hold. And this could be the opportunity you need to get momentum back on your side and take the Orangeville crowd out of it.
Well, Peter Hunt's got to be a lot smarter than that. That was not a good lazy time, as that was a lazy penalty, rather. He just kind of didn't want to run, as the Green Gales were killing that minor penalty they had. And now we'll play 4-on-4. Actually, rather 5-on-4, as the Green Gale player has been released because of the goal. So power play for the Green Gales.
Zach Bryant takes top position, quickly down into the corner now. Looking back for it. All the way back up top. All 5 have touched it now. Here's Bryant. Getting it to Matt Shand. Bryant again. Far shooter side. Ducking away is Fernandez. Fernandez being harassed there by Cameron Spencer. As they thread the needle back for Fernandez, he had to hold on to it. He's signaling goal. It did move the post, but I don't think it went in. The official there, Jesse Smith, had a good look.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a big pick, and they're going to call it a moving one.
To be quite honest, I didn't think it was a moving pick, but I just thought it was a Green Gale running into a brick wall.
And now a slash goes unnoticed in the opinion of the Green Gales.
I think that's just a reactionary call from this loud crowd, but it was a huge pick.
Shot goes in as Tanner has no trouble with that. Fernandez tangled up there with a Northman player. A lot of little tiny things happening in behind the play. Nothing really egregious that would warrant a penalty call, as we've got 4-on-2 now in the power play set for the Gales. And Tanner, the last man there, makes the save as Bryant will slow things down again.
Well, he's feeding off this energy now. Daniel Tanner, young goaltender, making an excellent game so far out of this start.
Reminder upcoming at the end of this game. Trophy celebrations and our Ganawaki CrossFit 3 stars. Tweet them at JVI Video with the hashtag 3 stars. And of course the YouTube chat room is open. I'm sure Green Gale and Northman fans are duking it out in there as well, as we want to hear from you, our 3-star selections. As the Gales get it up top. Down in the corner, there's Tanner again.
What a save, and that's the kind of saves that will win you a championship. As we're back to 5-on-5, Daniel Tanner, he's on fire right now. What a pass. Here he goes the other way. Tanner connects with Waters, and it's a 3-on-2 for the Northmen.
Down to the far side, cross, crease, make it 4 times.
Well, Daniel Tanner, he's fired up. He is absolutely enjoying this, and he should be. He's the one that created this goal. And Liam Wynn now is struggling to find a little momentum as the goaltenders will go get water, as the officials officially call the water break.
While Tanner will go get water, Liam Wynn will stay in his crease. As that's interesting. I thought it would have been Wynn's water break.
How about this replay? It's Waters going down low to the crease. Now watch patience. That's why Thompson's an MVP player, Matt. Patience, patience, patience. All he had to do was quickly go across, and that would have been an unreal save. But no, he waits. The goalie slides a little bit too far, and he stays outside the crease. And that is the goal that makes it. And now how about this big pick? Right here, you tell me if it's moving. Oh, it is.
Yeah,
His feet were not planted.
Yeah, he jumped out in front there a little bit.
Well, nevertheless, Orangeville now lead by 3, and this building is rocking. Well, you know the Founders Cup's on the line when there's this many people in the building. Founders Cup will be presented as now the Green Gales take over. We've played 35 minutes, 7-4 to the score. Matt Carrick is your play-by-play analyst. I'm Spencer Tangway. Glad you could be joining us here on YouTube.com for this great call and this great game.
Over to the far side, Gales reset again. Over the top. As Neil McDonald runs out of the way, 6 on the clock. Here as they duck back in for Adam Perrone. And a possession call back this way, and a few more whacks in behind.
Well, the Gales can't be undisciplined now as the Orangeville Northmen have the momentum edge, but these Green Gales have shown that throughout this tournament they've been capable of putting up 18, 19 goals. They only have 4 right now, and Zach Bryant, and I'm looking at Jeremy McWaters to step up big. Also, Barnable can be a bigger threat. So many more talented players rather that need to shine a little bit more now. Back underway, that shot from the Orangeville Northmen gets tipped. That one's wide, and that one's all the way back down to Daniel Tanner coming out of his net, and he's going to miss it. And it'll just go to the stick of Mike Sutton.
Still to come tonight here in Ontario. We won't have it, but the Peterborough Lakers and Six Nation Chiefs will start the Major Series Lacrosse Final. And out west, of course, Minto Cup still underway. As it's an exciting time to be a lacrosse fan, pushing off the first man. Getting back there, and Ryan Barnable Sees that one bounce away. As Orangeville sends a couple. Here's Domini out of the box. He gets mugged and down hard. We'll see what happens when he gets up. He just gets shoved out of the way, has to recover his stick as they work into the corner. Big drop in front there. The Green Gale player into the back.
They better be careful here. They could easily get another one as Neil McDonald is eyeing the assistant captain of the Green Gales, who is just mugging Ben Bursey in the middle.
Shot comes through, and Mercy needs to be careful here as a couple more shoves from Adam Peroni. And Peroni gets picked out of the pile. We'll see if it's just 2 for cross-checking.
No, 4 from
no,
behind.
They will go 4 and right into the back.
So double minor power play now, and this will bring us to our Rock Elite League power play. We thank our great friends at the Toronto Rock Elite League, where you can play a 24-game box lacrosse winter regular season at Canada's premier lacrosse facility. That's the Track, Toronto Rock Athletic Center, where you can meet Colin Doyle, Nick Rose, Paul Rabel, so many great NLL stars. Rock Elite League power play for the Orangeville Northmen. 4-minute double minor.
And we'll see what Orangeville can do with it. First shot there. Wynn stands in, makes the save. Palmer up over center. Palmer checking over his shoulder. Looks, rips, and then is dropped as the rebound comes into the corner. Mike McCannell to the far side. Here's Hillis. What a game we've been treated to here.
Well, so many people are able to watch this, Matt, as we bring this to you. And I'm being told we have some Welland General fans in the crowd, Windsor Clipper fans, the Flovo family who played for the Generals, then got traded to those very tough Windsor Clippers, are watching this game. And we are proud to bring that to them as Liam Wynn makes a huge save.
Thompson up for Hillis. He has a quick peek at the clock. Now everybody turns their heads. Here's Hillis. Back to Waters, onto the crease, and another cross crease pass. Well, this time Wynn gets over to deny Deacon. 2:47 left in the double minor penalty. Green Gales just slow it down now as they get 2 fresh bodies out there. Couple players banging around, and we get a crease call as Bryce Tolmie hit the deck. And I think Tanner signaled for a water break at the next stoppage. We'll see.
Only 2 to go in the period. Fast game here.
So perhaps not, as it's 7-4. Shane Sanderson will step back in here in second intermission. We'll talk about the tournament. Orangeville lacrosse. Junior B is here. Junior A is out west, as that one actually dropped out of one shoulder. And Tanner was actually calling for the wipe down, not the water break, as that ball took a funny hop off one shin pad and up into the other.
Well, 1:54 left to go in this second frame as we got a great look at the Orangeville Northmen bench and Bruce Codd. But it is great for the minor lacrosse kids here in the building. If you want to meet Paul Rabel, there's a big hit,
Big
Orangeville.
collision there.
And they're getting called, absolutely. Uh-oh, watch out now, as Riley Palmer's just trying to get out of that. But Orangeville not escaping that penalty. And interference, the call against Riley Thompson.
So we'll play the remainder of this period 4-on-4 unless anything else should come up. And it's that second hit there from Thompson as he touches the ball. 1:09 left in period number 2. The Northmen have stretched it to a 7-4 lead here on the final day of Founders Cup action. Gold medal game.
Well, 1 minute left to go in this second period. What a game we've had, and what a fast game we've had. The Green Gales only put up 4 so far, and that's not like them at all, as we'll see on the power play. And we'll see right there if that man, Zach Bryant, can draw more penalties.
Drops down here for Peter Hunt, the captain. Has a big collision in on the far boards. Posturing up will allow Jeff Fernandez to pick up in the corner. Fernandez is going to circle the net now to get to his proper side. Over to Bryant. Van Ryn with the stick up in the middle. As they go over to the far side for Fernandez. He's got 12 on the shot clock. Bryant room to shoot. Rings off the hand, it looks like, of the Northman defender, and 5 on the Green Gale shot clock. We're about to get a timeout here from Bruce Codd This one sails the length of the floor. Everybody already signaling it. And they will discuss the play that will take the remaining 11.8 off the clock here in period number 2, looking to double up the score.
Well, now, Matt, if you are the coach of the Green Gales, how do you just control your emotions here and tell them, we got to get to the room only down by 3, never mind down by 4, because you know the crowd's going to be behind the Orangeville Northmen trying to push this 11 seconds to the max and hopefully, like you said, double this lead.
Well, you know what? They're a very strong defensive team, so just stay on the sticks. Watch out for that low crease pass. It's been working the whole time. They may try to go there again, put Thompson down low.
Well, if I'm the coach, because I look at the clock, I see 11.8. You got to run in as they're going to start it not right in the offensive zone. So I would say, okay, let's get a big shooter up top and throw a couple that win if we can. Maybe at the 3-4 second mark, get a rebound if possible. As they're going to start it with Shane Hillis.
You're one of those guys that likes to live on the edge, eh?
Well, Hillis has got speed. We're going to see him run as quick as he possibly can,
well,
probably.
If this was a set play in the offensive zone, it wouldn't start until 7 seconds anyways. So the clock begins now. Hillis with a quick peek. Gets to the sponsor logo. Outside, fakes the shot. Still has it now, pushing it down into the corner. Shot does come from there, and Mike Sutton, as Wynn sits on it, and they run the last 0.2 seconds on the clock. As Kyle Stavely doesn't have to play defense there. 4-1 period for the Orangeville Northmen in front of a number of their fans here. As we'll see Sam McDade trying to get a Clarington Greengale interview.
Alongside Justin Brack of the Northmen. Justin, let's talk a little bit about this game. 7-4 for the Northmen. An incredible feat so far. 20 more minutes of play. What they got to do to seal the deal?
I mean, you just got to keep playing the way we're playing. The defense has been look great. I mean, our offense is going. If we can get a better transition game, I think we're in good shape.
Now, it is a possession game. I noticed that the Northmen have been taking a little bit more charge in the second period. How do they knock the Green Gales off the ball a little more in the third?
Just keep our pressure. We're going on D. I mean, we're having great pressure. Our offense is playing great, and keep doing what we're doing, we'll be fine.
You've seen the crowds, you've seen them cheer, you've heard them cheer all tournament long. How much would it mean to them, do you think, and to you guys in the organization, to come out with a gold here at home today?
I mean, it would mean everything. It's been a long time since Orangeville's won this championship, and you can tell by the crowd how much they enjoy this lacrosse, and we come out with the win, it'd be awesome.
You know what, a 3-goal deficit, it looks like they have a good chance at it. Guys, stay tuned on JVI Sports Network. We got a lot more after the break.
Thanks to Sam McDade and Justin Brack there. Matthew Carrick alongside Spencer Tangway, as we are joined now by Shane Sanderson from Orangeville. And Shane, we've been talking, it's been a great tournament put on by the organization here, and just your thoughts on the week. You've been here for most of at least the Orangeville games.
Oh, it's been an unbelievable tournament. The Orangeville Founder Committee has just thought of everything here in Orangeville this week, and it's just really made the teams that are coming out of province, it's just given them a better experience where the little things Orangeville have done.
Well, as this Orangeville Northmen team, as we see Rylan Hartley out of the game and of course out of the tournament due to concussion-like symptoms, how have they stepped up as a team as you've seen them grow from day one all the way to the Founders Cup?
Well, I knew that these guys would step up for Ryan. Like, it's just not Ryan. He is likely the best goaltender in Junior B, but their backup goaltender, he's came in and stepped in and done the job, and all the players, all they had to do was give that extra 5% to cover Ryan. So I think they're definitely playing for him.
And let's talk a little bit about Orangeville last night as well, because the Northmen out in BC, they're now competing for the Minto Cup. A chance to get two of them here in Ontario. Sam asked what it would mean to the Junior B Northmen to win here, but the fact that you guys can double up and you got a couple provincial golds as well, what does that do to just kind of establish Orangeville as one of the premier lacrosse centers in this country?
Well, myself personally, I was hoping that we would win 2 gold this week, or I guess week and a half, because that would give Orangeville 13 Canadian championships in their existence. And basically that's saying Orangeville's winning the Canadian Championship every 3 years. So I think of lacrosse I think people are well aware of what's happening here in Orangeville. And, you know, I do want to congratulate everybody this year in the Orangeville lacrosse community, because I think of all the years I've been involved, and I've been involved since '78 with the Northmen, this has been the best Orangeville lacrosse year ever.
Now, just give me your quick thoughts on the actual town of Orangeville. Population, not even 30,000 as the welcome sign reads as you enter the great town of Orangeville. But this community coming together, as we mentioned, radio stations promoting this tournament. You go into the grocery store and they're asking what province you're from. How has this lacrosse community come together just during this week? And now, wow, Orangeville is the hotbed for lacrosse.
Yeah, I was talking to a few of the people on the Orangeville Founders Cup committee, and they couldn't thank the town of Orangeville more. Like the town of Orangeville stepped up, sponsors, people, just the community all in general. They've just, it's been unbelievable how the town has just sort of joined together like glue. So unbelievable.
Before we get you out of here, Shane, I have to ask you, we saw Josh was honored before last night's game along with the All-Star team in the tournament for making the NLL Hall of Fame. I know your family is very dedicated in lacrosse and the Northmen. What does it mean to have two Sandersons now back-to-back years going into the NLL Hall of Fame?
Well, very special, and rightfully they deserve it. Like, they were unbelievable players when they played. You know, that just the commitment both of them made to the game of lacrosse, and you know, and their sons are following them in that footsteps, and it just means a lot to our family. Like, we were back in '78, where four brothers started with the senior Northmen, and it's, you know, a lot of people relate lacrosse to our family, but there's other unbelievable people here in Orangeville, like Matty Sawyer and Bruce Cott and John Chandler. Absolutely. People like this.
Keep going. We'll give you the whole intermission. Don't worry.
Yeah, that just, you know, sometimes they might be overlooked, but these guys have just put endless hours into Orangeville minor lacrosse and junior lacrosse and that. And that's the whole secret to the Orangeville lacrosse. It's, you know, a lot of people say we're growing all this talent or whatever, but it's the guys that are done playing and they're putting back into the game in Orangeville. And this is why a community of 30,000 people can go out and play against metropolitan areas where they have 250,000 people in that. It's because these guys out in the floor here, someday down the road, they will put back into the game. And that's the secret to Orangeville lacrosse.
While the Northmen are back on the floor now, you may have heard the cowbells in the background. Shane, we thank you for this, and we thank you for stepping in the other day for the call as well. Sam McDade is on the floor. She'll get us set for period number 3 as 20 minutes remain in the 2016 Founders Cup.
Thanks, guys, so much. After 40 minutes of play, the score is 7-4 for the Orangeville Northmen. I had to interview a second Northman because I guess the Green Gales have been feeling a little bit of pressure. They don't want to speak to media, so we're sorry about not being able to grab a Green Gale for you. Another Northman, though, and he says that, you know, winning gold here at home would be ideal and would be amazing for their organization. It is the 2016 Founders Cup. We are 20 minutes away from getting our gold medalist. Let's send it upstairs to Spencer Tangway, Matt Carrick, who've got the call. Guys, go ahead.
Well, Matt, as face-offs become more important, once again, quick rundown of the second period stats. Shots on goal after 2 periods. It's the Green Gales leading the way, 29-27. At the face-off dot, Green Gales also leading the way, 7 of 13. They have the Orangeville Northmen, of course, 6 of 13. Power play percentages, though, each team only has 1 power play goal. We're set to go, and for the final time, Matt, we get to say we are underway in the third period of the Founders.
Hard to believe it's coming to an end. Big hit there into the backboards, and Riley Armstrong down, and he hasn't moved. As it'll be a checking from behind call from Max Schurz. And still doubled over is Riley Armstrong. Bruce Codd screaming across the floor.
And yeah, that's a bad hit.
Oh.
You see him running towards the boards, and momentum carries Riley Armstrong right into the old Zamboni doors, it looks like, here at the Alder Street. And now the officials have elected that it is time to go for Mark Schurz. So Max Schurz, just 12 seconds into this third period, will end his Founders Cup journey right now.
5 minutes on the clock. We imagine that's for checking from behind, either that or perhaps boarding. One more look from our wide camera here. As, the base of the threes, the proximity to the boards. As we'll get one more look at it. That's a big knock into the backboards. It earns Schurz the hot water, as there's a lot of it to go around right now in the showers. Looks like Kyle Curtis going over to serve.
Oh, I don't know if I like that call, sending Curtis, as he has been the guy that has put all those crease goals in for the Green Gales. We called it Curtis's corner earlier on in the week, and I know they're going to be shorthanded for the 5 minute, but with momentum and all this emotion building up, I think you have to start taking risks. If you're Brad MacArthur, even though there's still 19 minutes to go, you need 3 goals, and goals are hard to come by tonight.
This has been a stingy defense all year all tournament and all year for the Orangeville Northmen, as they'll make it a 4-on-4 set with 15 seconds left. In the Hunt penalty, and a shot that goes over the line. That's a huge goal before we get into that 5-minute power play. Shane Hillis from outside. As yet again, Spencer, we look at the scorecard here. Between numbers 22 and 27, there's a ton of ink.
Well, take a peek here at the netminder. He gets beat on the post, but right when he's about to take that extra step out, he's uncomfortable. You see him, he makes that step out, beats him, and he's trying to spin around. When he actually spins around, though, that ball goes off his stick and off the post and in. Some coaches tell their goaltenders, do not move if you don't know where it is. This goaltender, Liam Wynn, elects to move, and unfortunately, that one he puts in his own net off the back of his wooden goaltender stick.
So Orangeville gets set up. They'll wait for the penalty to expire, and now it's a 4-minute and 20-second power play. And that is a major that they can score 2. And you sort of get the sense that that may do it if they are able to capture both of them. Oh boy, an own goal.
I think he needs to get out of the net. Brad MacArthur knows it too, as that's a hat trick for Orangeville, and that'll make it 9-4, but I don't know if we're going to see the very young goaltender go in the net. But I think it's time we do get a goaltending change.
He's talking to his assistant coach. They haven't asked Ryan to even put the gear on yet, as Wynn is standing there. What happened here?
Well, look at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center replay. Watch the netminder as he's going to score on himself, as it's right through him. Waters hat trick, and that's a good game to get a hat trick, I'd say.
Making a case for player of the game. It's 5 points. Kanawaki CrossFit 3-star selections coming up at the conclusion of this one. All the way up top. Played down into the corner of the rip, and that one saved by the Green Gales, picked up by Mike Sutton, who kept it alive right at the horn on the shot clock. And we'll see Orangeville running everything down to the bottom of that 30 now. Hillis with those yellowed-soled shoes. Back up, circling the crease now as one man. Back for Sutton. Up top, Waters again. Rips one off the backboards. Big stand for...
Oh, that's a bad call.
I don't know about this one as Bryce Tolmie gets around the corner. Here's the shot. Tolmie taken down after the save from Tanner in a high stick. Collision between pair of threes, Houghton and Tolmie. As Bryce Tolmie has taken a few in this game.
Well, Neil McDonald says this is a high stick, but it's on the shoulder. It looks like it's just a bigger guy going against a smaller guy. But it will be a power play for the Gales. Actually, no, Matt. They will not get a power play, as they still have to kill off another 2 minutes and 45 seconds of that 5-minute checking from behind call.
Over the top, Bryant to the far side. Van Ryn working it outside. Van Ryn cuts back now in 5-hole on Tanner. He scores.
Well, they never say never, and Derek Chu, when he joined me in the broadcast for the Bronze, said Calgary never gave up. This time the Green Gales have that chance, as they will now trail by 4. And it's a 4-goal game, Matt, and 4 goals in lacrosse could easily be scored in a matter of only 2-3 minutes time. As here's the Toronto Rock Athletic Center replay. Well, watch the crease. This is the only thing I'd challenge if I was the coach.
I think he was okay, though.
As that angle is tough to tell, but here we go. We'll see. I don't think there is any complaints coming from Orangeville. As we will watch, and yeah, it's hard to tell. But it is a goal, so 9-5. No video review, of course, in the CLA, as the budgets and the cameras are not available at every single rink. So we stick to the referees. And, of course, Neil McDonald, Jesse Smith, Trent Bray get those honors. And it's always great, Matt, as a referee to ref a gold medal game.
Well, as we said earlier, not sure any of these players have played in an environment like this. Even Orangeville, they do get a ruckus crowd in here for their games, but this is pretty much, as we said, 50-50 split with the Green Gales as the shot goes through. A sidearm play from Peroni, chased all the way back outside by Bryant. We're still 4-on-4. That's why there's no over and back, as Jeff Fernandez postures up there on Cameron Spencer. Fernandez from outside bounces it in. It goes off the back glass, and now we're going to have a foot race for it. As Orangeville running under it, and they'll get the restart. Should be back up at center, as they want to do it quickly, as they get it to Riley Thompson, and that allowed the Green Gales right in front of their own bench to get the change in. Dominique sets the pick, goes to the net, and that shot in on Wynn. Bounces straight out, though. Racing down the far side first. Straight down the middle now for Justin Bragg. That shot, Tanner makes the save. May have hit a piece of the post as well. Stop signs are up, but they got a 2-on-1. Back for Hunt. The captain scores in his final Junior B game.
Well, now he takes out his own guy, as they are so excited, these Orangeville Northmen. But Peter Hunt, the defenseman on the transition, gets his first Founders Cup gold medal game goal, as the Orangeville Northmen stretch that lead once again to 5. As we'll take a look at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center replay. It starts with Armstrong. Armstrong has Hunt coming up. They had a 2-on-1 like you mentioned, but the bench was saying stop. But how do you stop a 2-on-1 tranny like that? As Hunt and Armstrong really are working well together all weekend long, and that one is just more evidence of why they are so fast.
Penalty box door opens, and Houghton was all over the ball carrier right in front of where he was at, and now going off slowly is Mikulak, as Orangeville gets 5 on the floor. 30 seconds left in the major. Already 1 off that, as it was the Waters hat-trick goal that trickled over the line. Back up top for Waters again, over to this side, and that one hooks a little bit as there was a man right in on the hands. Sending it back. This one's going to be lifted up into the screen by Grayson Houghton.
Well,
as
Matt,
the Green Gales bring it down the far side.
Not too many Ontario hosts, and not too many hosts get to host this event. Obviously, only one a year. And there's been so many great venues. The Iroquois Lacrosse Arena just a few years ago, when Six Nations won at home. The Guelph Regals hosted. They didn't even make the playoffs, or they did make the playoffs, but they were beat out early, hosted, and they almost beat out Six Nations in the finals. It always seems that host has such an advantage playing at home in front of a great crowd. And when the Regals played at home, they had the Sleeman Center, a much bigger venue, and they filled that place. So the host teams always seem to do so well in these tournaments, and it looks like we may have another big host story here with the Orangeville Northmen.
Well, we talked about that Nova Scotia bronze medal.
Absolutely.
When it was down in Nova Scotia, as well as
A few years ago in Halifax, that was when Rebels won that one too. That was the last championship of their 4 in a row. The Rebels won. That was the stretch of 2011 all the way up to 2014.
Halton Hills in 2010 in Mimico, as they were pretty close to home as well. We've got in touch with a couple of those 2010 champions, including Shane Scott checking in on Twitter. As they're over to this side, the righties pushing down into the corner. Big pick set. It comes up top. This one ripped off the crossbar up into the screening. Off the stick of Nick Ribka, already with 1 in this game.
Can't even give him a shot on goal. Unfortunately, crossbar does not count as a shot on goal.
Ribka, Fernandez in the corner. Here comes Fernandez. Fernandez, that shot. Oh, what a rough game here for Riley Armstrong as he takes one off the leg now, but he's going to stand in. We've seen him down 4 times while hit on the floor a couple times, and 2 others that he took shots that should have gone down. Would have felled anybody else, but what a game for him as this one lifted back down the floor, and Daniel Tanner wants water. So we'll take a timeout. This should be good. $900 50-50 ticket. And you can hear the oohs and ahs here in the building. Our final time to remind you about the Paul Rabel Live Experience. Register early to get an autographed Paul Rabel. Paul, the player of internet fame, will be hosting Tyke Tees and Novice players on Saturday, August the 1st and Sunday, August the 2nd, Bantam and Midgets at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Visit TorontoRockAC.com for more information. As you can learn from one of the legends of the game, Paul Rabel's live experience coming to the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Our thanks to them for their help all week, actually. As these free broadcasts started with them, is around the corner. Couple fakes there as Wynn. That one stayed on the right foot. Looked like the 5-hole was open. Looked like there were corners as well. As we remind you to follow us on Twitter at JVI Video. As we are looking forward to, we can actually, I misspoke earlier when I said we had a bid for the Mann Cup. We found out that we will be broadcasting the Mann Cup from here in Ontario. So check us out on Twitter at JVI Video, Facebook.com/JVI Video for that schedule and how to watch that, and JVISportsNetwork.com if you're interested in sponsoring those broadcasts. As maybe we can do the same thing we did here. Splitting the defense, coming in on the wrong side though. Big tug there from Malcolm Young. He goes down, still down in the corner. He may be hurt here as the pile comes over top. No call upcoming though, except for possession as they whistle play in.
And wow, the referee just hands the Orangeville Northwood player a stick and tells him to get up.
Peter Hunt has to give chase now as he comes off the bench. Scrambling play here as now a Greendale player comes off for a change. A lot of crossing over on that right offensive side as this one's going to be pulled back. Intercepted though as they tried to go for Fernandez. As the shot clock now resets, it didn't initially as they play real slow ball here for Orangeville.
Only 11:35 left to kill, and if they could hold it, that would be their first Founders Cup all the way back until the 1990, the Orangeville Northmen's last Founders Cup.
They honored them, that team, the 89 and 90 team, that won back-to-back Founders Cups on Thursday night here in the building prior to the game against the Seneca War Chiefs. Fantastic game, another good one here as this one looked like it was saved by Tanner before going way high. Running underneath of it though is Ben Mercy. As Mercy will go up the far boards. Down the far side. 2 NLL Hall of Famers on the back-to-back Founders Cup winning teams. As Pat Coyle and Patty O'Toole were part of that. Here's Wynn keeping that one in the crease, and every time possession goes down, We take a peek at the clock, and it's going too slow for Orangeville, but too fast for the Green Gills.
Well, I'm wondering when MacArthur yanks Wynn and gets him out of the net for a 6-on-5 opportunity. As good save by Tanner to hold his ground.
Well, we may have more penalties before this one's done as well, as it's been that kind of game. Riley Armstrong in the corner. They've kept a good lid on it, though. A few times it may have boiled over, but the intensity has been there throughout. As they go down the far side, Scott Dominy on the tiptoes. Back to his right, trying to force the one-on-one situation. He has Deacon behind him. As now it'll be bumped. And the Green Gills up to center, led by Connor Van Ryn. Very raucous crowd, as we talked about, to start this game. They've settled in now anyways. As they work out of the corner, big moving pick and a big time collision after the fact. As Van Ryn is going to stay back to apply a forechecking pressure, pushing down the far boards. Seneca Nation of Indians, Toronto Rock, our free game day sponsors today, as we await the naming of the Kahnawake CrossFit 3-star selections. Tweet us at JVI Video. As Hillis chases his man to the outside. This one's going to be flipped up top. As Jeremy McWaters works to the far half boards now. Van Ryn taking to the floor. Dyson Williams is backed up top. Goes down into the corner. Big mugging there on the top of the crease as everybody falls down. Peter Hunt will roll away into the corner as it gets passed back to Cameron Spencer.
Well, Peter Hunt's had a big game so far. He's got one already, and not only that, he's been a big leader for these Orangeville Northmen, a younger team, but with a few veterans. You mentioned only 2 graduating players for the Orangeville Northmen and only 2 coming from the Gales.
So get pushed down low. 8 minutes left on the clock. 5-goal lead. As we keep looking at Wynn and nothing yet from Brad MacArthur. Yeah, that's okay. Wheeling up top, Fernandez. Far side, big rip. That one gets through Tanner. Matt Shand letting fly on the far shooter spot. That one caught a piece of Tanner. Let's check the replay here. Fernandez to the far side. A lot of room, a pick in front from Van Ryn as well to open that up. That's the first point of the game for Fernandez as he'll get the assist. As our player to watch pretty much shut down here for the Gales. As that one, a lot of pressure over right by the referee's circle. It was passed back to the near side before bouncing up over the glass and out of play. Over the top, Zach Deacon. Dominy colliding hard with Ethan Schott. Back into the corner. They bring it back up top. Dominy is down. And there's a penalty coming as Dominy gets up and rips the stick out of the hands of Adam Peroni. And they're going to take both of them, it looks like. Dominy heading off, as is the Green Gill player. Dominy has words for him, and an illegal cross check against Ethan Schott. And a holding call as Scott Dominy had the stick in his hands. We go back to 4-on-4 with 7:15 left to play here in period number 3. 4-on-4 set, 4-goal lead.
Well, what a game we have going, and I mean, when I say what a game, I mean this is a lacrosse game. Lacrosse is a sport that's supposed to be celebrated as Canada's national sport. Every single standing room seat is sold. Every single seat in the building is sold. And we've had a bit of everything, a bit of rough stuff, goaltenders shining, and a lot of goals. And we only have 7 more minutes to go of this big Founders Cup. I hope you can join us for the entire 7 minutes, because this is history in the making.
Riley Thompson from the outside. This one rings off the corner. It's going to bounce all the way down the floor. A couple extra bounces back for Daniel Tanner as he wings it and goes way high and hits one of the light standards. These halogen lights just sort of hang from the ceiling as that one drilled it. And the Green Gills called for too many men.
And they had 5 on. Brad MacArthur and his offensive coach do not know how that happened, but they got to regroup. They got to play defense now.
They're screaming at the refs for starting play with 5 on, and Riley Thompson scores.
Well, tournament MVP in my eyes, and your eyes too. Riley Thompson, he's had one of the tournaments to remember. That's got to be close to his 30th point of this tournament. 11-6 score now for the Northmen. They got to be inching closer and closer, and got to be getting more and more excited as they now lead by 5. Take a look at that shot on the Toronto Rock Athletic Center replay.
As we see a couple Green Gill fans get up and head out. Down by 5 with 6.5 to play, 4-on-4. The third 4-on-4 goal of the game. Peter Hunt, Shane Hillis, and now Riley Thompson, all 4-on-4 to add to 2 power play goals and a shorty. Up top for Fernandez, just the 1 assist in this game for Fernandez as he goes to Brian, who ducks under a check. And the shot, where's the ball, is even Tanner not sure where it is. It's caught up in the right leg pad.
Well, Tanner now, he's going to start to feel this stress a little bit more as each shot that comes his way and each time he touches the ball means so much. As he's doing it for both goalies, as that's going to draw a penalty. And this is just getting worse and worse for the Green Gales. However, Brad MacArthur, he's such an experienced coach. He will take the positive out of this and turn it into something huge. Got to watch out for these Green Gales, as I know they're down by 5 and it seems like so much. So very little sparks could spark something huge. And this penalty that you just seen could turn into a huge positive. Watch out for them really to push down the stretch.
Riley Armstrong got a couple standing ovations as he headed off to the bench there, as draws the holding call there, ripped down. There's a number of ways we can go with our 3-star selections. 5 minutes will be our last call for the Kahnawake CrossFit 3-star nominations. As they send it up top for Hillis, down to Thompson. Thompson winds and fires it, rolls straight back up top. And Waters fainting like he was going to shoot as Dominique comes out of the box. And 5-on-4 now for the Northmen as Zach Deacon will take up the crease spot. Here's Thompson. Hillis. Hillis faking. Back here for Waters as the shot comes from Mike Sutton. Back in for Wynn, who makes the save. Connor McGee. He's playing in his last junior game here this evening. We'll bounce it up. 10-second violation as a nonchalant bounce up to Matt Shand as he didn't get across the timeline. A couple mental mistakes now on the bench of the Green Gills.
Will one more be enough? That's the question, Matt. Will one more really, I think, put a dagger in the heart of the Gales?
Well, that remains to be seen. 4 minutes now as this clock continues to tick down. Either way on the Junior B season here in Canada. Run over far side, and they say that was on the loose ball as they'll put it into the corner. And this Northman team, their clock management in this tournament has been so on point. In that game against Saskatchewan, last night against Calgary. And they're doing it here again against the Green Gills.
2 for 7 now in the power play.
Back to 5-on-5 as they go up top. A change-up shot now from Sutton. That one gets in, and Wynn makes the save. Hillis straight on the ball carrier, though. Van Ryn can't get out over center as they continue to harass him. We are 5-on-5, so no 10 count here. As Van Ryn goes to the far side. Wynn is sneaking to the bench. Brad MacArthur with the call, and Wynn didn't see it.
Tells him to go back.
It was going to be the delayed pull as everyone postures up over the ball, as nobody wanted the actual possession there. As Peter Hunt will backtrack.
Well, we know Orangeville's not really pushing the clock anymore, not going for any more. But they just have to make sure that they are very safe with their ball movement and where they move the ball. As now they stretch the floor out on the corners. 2 guys play the neutral zone, 2 guys way deep, and they play the 1-2-2, really opening up this floor. No one in the middle.
These Orangeville fans seem to know what's about to happen here. 2.5 minutes away from one of the biggest parties in this city. They haven't been able to celebrate a Junior B title since 1990. As Fernandez looks to go up top, and it's an errant pass that will run Matt Shan back to center floor. His last-ditch rip effort. This one poked ahead as Wynn takes to the floor, gets it in his stick, and launches it down the floor. As now Peter Hunt takes a right hand as Kyle Curtis sneaks off to the bench. No penalties here as they just make sure that Orangeville has possession. And what happens here? Bruce Codd directing traffic. It will be Orangeville ball. As Hunt out of the corner, up for Riley Thompson. As they start playing music here as play is on. Pushed back into the corner. In behind Daniel Tanner now. 15 on the shot clock. Minute 42. The crowd starting to chant Northmen. Some players on the bench starting to hop. This one.
Well, they have to take in this moment and never forget this last 1 minute and 26 seconds.
You'd almost rather to be up this much than win it on a last-second shot, as you can really soak it in front of your home crowd. 3 straight to win the Ontario title against the Gales.
Oh, it's under them.
As that one bounces between the legs of Tanner. They wanted a rematch, did the Green Gales. The Orangeville Northmen welcomed it. As we hit the last minute, the crowd comes to their feet.
Well deserved. Bruce Codd and this team right now went through so many tough up and downs. They had an 18-2 record with their last loss in the regular season at the hands of the Elora Mohawks, 4-3. Big playoff push. And now they're going to get something that you don't see too often. A big sold-out crowd here at the Alder Street. And they're all looking at one team. The Founders Cup champions, Orangeville Northmen.
Peter Hunt on 1 foot now. This is what it takes to win, folks. We've seen that from Armstrong. Hunt is going to stay on for his final Junior B shift as there's 19 seconds left in it. He's still going to stay there. They'll leave it behind the goal and run out the clock. And the Orangeville Northmen have won the 2016 Founders Cup on home floor. There it is. The party has officially started in Orangeville.
You know what? It's a well-deserved win, but I still think Rylan Hartley deserves to be on that floor, and unfortunately he is not. But he's with them, and that is a well-deserved win as they get the final score 11-6. And what a heartbreaker as we see a graduating player of Matt Shan and a few others down on one knee for the Gales.
Well, Fernandez down as well. Shand, we weren't told, was a graduate. Brad MacArthur will huddle everybody up as they get together here. 11-6 your final score as they now begin to salute the crowd. Phil Sanderson comes out of the pile with a big wave as Brad MacArthur still giving a final chat to these players. Welcome to our post-game show brought to you by the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. As we have trophy presentations, our Ganawaki CrossFit 3 stars and the presentation of the national champions banner, silver medals to the Green Gales, gold to the Northmen.
Well, the referee on the other side of the floor, Matt, actually got the ball, and he went over to the Northland player and asked if you guys would like it, and of course, they said yes, as that ball signifies a 12th national championship for Orangeville, and it's their third Founders Cup. First one since 1990, the last time Orangeville has won a Founders.
Of course, a couple Mintos since that time. Graduate players from the Green Gales, number 27, Nick Ribka, and number 22, Connor McGee. See it come to an end on the unfortunate side here tonight. But for the Northmen, victory for the graduates, Riley Thompson and Peter Hunt.
As Rylan Hartley on the
is
floor.
out there. Let's listen in floor side for the trophy presentation.
The volunteers, the local organizing group, especially the Cold Power Club, for their tireless work over the last year and the last number of days. Please give them a round of applause. First we have today's players of the game. For the Green Gales, number 22, Connor McGee. Congratulations.
Alex, what's happening here at the end? Like with their interviews, they're interviewing and then throw back to me in between, or no? Okay. Are they gonna have? They don't have communication, right? So I got to cue.
And for the Northmen, we have number 24, and now the Canadian Lacrosse Association representative, Jim Cornwall, has a few words to say. Like to thank everyone. I'd like to thank everyone for coming all week for some great lacrosse. I'd like to thank the Orangeville Northmen who hosted the event, specifically Cole, the rest of our team, and also Ryan and John from our end there. We'll start with the medals, the silver medalists. All right, congratulations to number 1, Ryan MacArthur. Number 35, William Wynn.
A look at the medals that are being handed out here. Silver medals to the Green Gales, as they had a fantastic tournament coming in here, winning the A division with wins against the Calgary Chill Nova Scotia and the Saskatchewan SWAT. We thought it was the easier division to come through, but then they got stuck in the crossover, having to make it, beating the Blizzard 15-1. And then that big match against Seneca yesterday, a great game for the Green Gaels, 14-7 to clinch their spot here in the gold medal game. As they go down the list, your final score once again, 11-6. Great tournament from Matt Shan, Zach Bryan, of course Adam Peroni, like we said, Nick Ribka, and Connor McGee, the graduating players, as Jeremy McWaters, a good game yesterday. Connor Van Ryn, a good tournament for him as well. Liam Wynn, Ryan MacArthur started the line, the two goaltenders here for the Green Gaels. As they'll go down both lines first, the Green Gaels with the silver medals. The gold medals will be awarded to the Orangeville Northmen. There's Bryce Tolmie. A rough and tumble battle for him here tonight. As we look around, a lot of hugs on the concourse, especially for some of the parents, as now the coaching staff will be honored. Knowing Brad MacArthur as well as we do, a good friend of the JVI Sports Network. Obviously very disappointed for him, as he would be the first one to tell you he likes to reserve this time for the players, but the coaches do come out now, as the equipment manager as well, come out and get their medals. A disappointing end to this season. For the second time, the Green Gaels stand opposite the Northmen, having lost a series here.
And now to receive their gold medals, Orangeville. 29 is Keegan Knight. 34, Daniel Tanner. 49, Robin Hartley. 50, Chris Hutton. Number 4, Peter Hunt. 6 is Ben Mercy. Number 9, Steve Sutton. Number 10, Jeff Breck. 11, Kyle Staley. 12, Grant Scott.
Definitely the biggest applause going to Rylan Hartley, who, as we said, injured in an earlier game against Seneca. Missed the last couple, as you can tell where each family is sitting as each player gets announced here in the building. There's a big cheer from one part of the stands. Rylan Hartley now finishing off. Brad MacArthur with a quick word for him. As a good show of sportsmanship there. The Orangeville Northmen going down the line of the Green Gaels. Handshakes as they accept their gold medal. Big cheer for Kyle Waters. Riley Thompson again, one of our top players here. An outstanding tournament for him as we get into some of the big players here on this Orangeville roster. Riley Thompson, Kyle Waters, who finishes with 5 points in this gold medal game. Mike McConnell, the shorthanded goal. Sutton, 2 goals, 1 on the power play, added an assist as well. As now a lot of good Orangeville names coming up now. Bruce Codd, Phil Sanderson. We'll get big rounds of applause here. And I believe a kiss from his wife down there helping out. And big high five from Phil Sanderson, Bruce Codd going down the line. Being in Ontario, these two teams get to see a lot of each other over the course of many seasons. And not just this league, these coaches have been playing against each other for a long time. Has a lot of respect on both lines. As now the gold medals have been handed out.
Assistant Captain Shane Hillis. Assistant Captain Mike Sutton. For Dick Lama. Present the Founders Cup.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Founders Cup champions, the Orangeville Northmen. Spencer Tangway has grabbed a wireless microphone. He'll be down on the floor along with Sam McDade. As Rylan Hartley gets one of the first touches. Fantastic season. You can see some cheers and tears down in that Orangeville line. It's now the leadership team getting the touch. First one, of course, went to Peter Hunt. Another reminder, another shout out rather, to the Founders Cup Committee and the folks here in Orangeville who have come together. How about Daniel Tanner? What a game. What a couple games coming on to back up Hartley after he was injured. Cameron Spencer, as down to our left, the Green Gales families are being brought onto the floor to meet up with their players and celebrate what has been a great season and a great tournament. Again, just two graduates from both of these squads, so it'll be a tough Junior B season again. As there's your final score one more time, 11-6 here for the Orangeville Northmen, who are your Founders Cup champions after a fantastic week. Sam McDade at center floor. She's got our first interview.
An incredible win. How does it feel so far?
Oh, it's amazing. A lot of hard work.
And it was shown throughout the entire tournament in front of all the crowds. Gold medal at home. The crowds, it's got to be so sweet.
Oh, it's amazing. Best feeling in the world.
Now let's talk a little bit about pressure. You walked into this, backing up Rylan Hartley a little bit there, and he goes down. You get called in. What were your first thoughts on that?
Well, Rylan's like probably the best goalie in Canada, and at our level, he was amazing all year, and I just had to step up and had to do what I had to do, and I came up pretty big, and our team was huge. Our defense was amazing. It's just such a great feeling.
We did a fantastic job here at the Founders Cup. Congratulations. Go celebrate with your team. Thanks, Daniel.
Getting a chance with the Founders Cup as Bruce Codd. There it is. Another championship. These guys have won a bunch. But I'm sure if you ask them, the NLL ones, Bruce Codd won in places like Calgary. I believe that may be his only NLL title. I have to double check on that. He may have won one in Toronto as well, but bringing it back home and winning in Orangeville is now the training staff and team staff. Here's a guy we need to shout out right here. As Ryan has been doing a lot of the media work. He's not sure who to hand it off to now. Ryan Dowdle has been one of our connections here this week. as they continue to find anybody they can to give this trophy to. Everybody wanting a turn. In there somewhere is Spencer Tangway, and Sam McDade still looking for more interviews. The team will line up and get a picture now as the Green Gales line the glass. Over here, the team doing a lap to salute the fans. They have fans lining the boards. The celebration will calm down a little bit as they pass by the Green Gales. As most of their fans are down in this west end, Phil Sanderson directing them there now, as they've been loud all season long, but of course this week as well, as that didn't actually make it down into the corner where they're situated. Thought they were going for the team pitcher, but still looking for Spencer Tangway, still looking for Sam McDade. As Sam has come out of the pile a little bit, Spencer has as well. As Orangeville sets up by the Founders Cup logo. A reminder to follow us on Twitter at JVI Video, Facebook.com/JVI Video for our upcoming schedule, as we're still finalizing plans to hopefully, if we get proper internet and etc., bring you Major Series Lacrosse Final Series. We will be bringing you the Mann Cup as well. So JVISportsNetwork.com, hit the contact page if you're interested in sponsoring whatever we'll be up to, as we do minor hockey as well. Rock Elite League broadcasts. Junior NLL tournament coming up as well. Orangeville Northmen sitting on top of the Founders Cup logo as they count down until the pitchers are done. And now they can really party by themselves. Spencer and Sam will jump in there somewhere. Still to come, Kanawaki CrossFit 3 stars of this championship game, as there's the Clarington Green Gales. Sam has somebody, but I don't see her, as she's in the back somewhere. Oh, there she is, Sam McDade. Go ahead, please.
McDade alongside MVP of the gold medal game, Riley Thompson. Riley, how does it feel, first off, to be a gold medalist at the Founders Cup?
It feels unbelievable, especially to do it here with this crowd. All the people supporting us, it feels nice to bring it home.
Let's talk about the incredible show you put on. You had a really great goal, the 11th one. It kind of just sealed the deal at the end there. Let's talk about your 3 goals, though, throughout this tournament. Game.
Well, I didn't have to run through, guys. It was all the help of my teammates. They found me open, and they're getting to the right spots, and they made it easy on me.
Well, I definitely saw some fans cheering for you. Your brother, one of them in the crowd. How has it been, playing in a lacrosse family? This must be quite the accomplishment to bring home and say, top that.
Yeah, it's unbelievable having these guys here give me the nod right now. It's unbelievable. I can't explain it. Yeah.
Right on. We'll go celebrate with your team. Thanks so much for the interview.
Thank you very much.
The home of the Orangeville Flyers in a couple weeks, who will move in. They play in the Ontario Junior Hockey League. But for now, it's still Orangeville Northmen territory, as there's one more banner to hang in the east end of the arena. Those 2 from 89 and 90 getting a little lonely and dusty up there. Again, Spencer Tangway, Sam McDade down in the crowd, as the Northmen look to double up now. It's up to the boys out west, representing Ontario in the Minto Cup. A loss last night to Coquitlam, though, as we sit 7:30 here Eastern Standard Time. Minto Cup action coming your way. We're about half hour from the start of the Peterborough Lakers Six Nations Chiefs game. As Sam is somewhere in the crowd again. As Sam, I believe, has found the captain, Peter Hunt. If she can see me, go ahead, Sam.
Congratulations on a gold medal win at the Founders Cup at home. We talked in the first game. A lot has changed since then. Let's just go over, how does it feel to be gold medal champions?
Oh, it's awesome. Just so happy and so proud of this team getting this far and winning this game. Just to win it all. It's awesome.
Right on. You guys had an incredible game. Was there ever a moment where you doubted that you guys weren't going to come home with this cup?
Oh, well, they're a good team down there, so we had to play our best. We knew we had to, and a lot of respect for them down there. They brought a good game, and we're just happy we pulled it out in the end.
Lastly, how do you feel about being the captain of this team that wins the Founders Cup at home?
I'm just so proud of these guys. We've been playing together our whole lives, and finally we made it here, and we won it. So just so proud, and so proud of the town for putting this together, and just so thankful for this opportunity.
Well, thank you so much for all the interviews all week. I'm going to let you celebrate. Let's keep it short. Go ahead.
Right,
thanks so much, Peter.
Thanks to Peter Hunt and Sam McDade. And Spencer Tangwe trying to catch up with Rylan Hartley, it looks like, who now gets a handshake from Nova Scotia head coach Brandon Sanderson. Of course, Orangeville blood in him as well. As Sam is trying to find Kyle Waters, we're going to have back-to-back interviews here. It's a race to the Founders Cup logo. As Sam gets there first.
Kyle, congratulations on being a gold medalist at the Founders Cup in 2016. How does it feel to win this at home?
I don't know. It's pretty speechless. I don't have many words for this one.
I saw a really heartfelt moment between you and your mom, and there wasn't a lot of words between the two of you. How does it feel to share this with her at Orangeville?
It's pretty awesome. I lost my dad, but I know he's watching, and just this moment is pretty special. So.
He's definitely watching over the whole Northmen organization organization tonight. Well, you know what? You put on an incredible show. You had 2 unassisted goals, I think it was, and an extra one. I'm going to let you go celebrate, but congratulations. And one last thing, what can we expect next year?
Same thing. I think we're going to come back even stronger next year. So we just got to repeat our title. This is our title, yeah.
Right on. Well, thanks so much, Kyle. Go ahead and celebrate. Thanks.
Alrighty, I'm on the floor now with Rylan Hartley. And Rylan, you went down with a huge injury against Seneca, but you were still here to celebrate this Founders Cup. What does it mean to see your backup goaltender, Daniel Tanner, and a true friend, come out huge for you today?
Huge. It means everything. He was there for me the whole season. He sat out and, watched me do my thing, but for him to step up, he deserved it more than anyone. Huge play on him.
You saw your friends and you saw your teammates win on home floor. This could mean so much more winning on the road, but it means so much to win here in a hotbed like Orangeville. What does it mean to wear that Northman sweater?
It means everything. When I wear it, I have so much. I'm honored to wear it. It's a fucking it's a privilege, and everyone that wears it is just brothers. There's no way to describe when you put on this jersey how great it feels.
Alrighty, and thank you for your time. Congratulations once again, Rylan. You're a Founders Cup champion. Thank you.
We are live on YouTube. We apologize for Rylan, who now has a chuckle with his family as he pops out. And I believe Sam McDade has found Shane Hillis.
Sam McDade alongside Shane Hillis of the Orangeville Northmen. Shane, congratulations first off on being a gold medalist here at Founders Cup at home. How does it feel?
It's undescribable. It's the best feeling in the world. Have you winning at home, have the full crowd here. Words can't describe it.
There was a moment where everyone was on their feet. How did you guys feel throughout the game? You must have heard the crowd for sure.
Right off the start, I think all the boys were a little bit nervous. We were squeezing the ball a little, not catching it out there, and we kind of just got more into it in the game.
Yep. What did you think of his performance today?
Oh, ballsy player. He's out there. That's Cat Daddy. That's what he does.
So I got a couple A's here. What's it like leading the team, through the Founders Cup at home and definitely winning gold?
Feels awesome. Ask Shaner.
Words can't describe it. Words can't describe it.
Well, right on. I'll let you guys continue to celebrate. I already got you earlier. How does it feel to be a gold medalist?
Oh, it feels great, But, these guys won it for me when I went out for an injury. But, it was real good to see them get it done, too.
Awesome. We'll let you guys celebrate. Congratulations. Thanks so much for the interview, guys.
But we found Bruce Codd somewhere here in Orangeville. He joined Spencer Tangway.
I'm on down the floor with the head coach of the Orangeville Northmen, and the feeling inside right now, you've said it probably 100 times. What does it mean to win a championship here in Orangeville in front of these great young men?
It's extra special. I mean, what a great week. I mean, been a lot of hard work to get here, not only on the floor, but the organizing of it, and to see the people come out like they did today and get behind us, and and the boys, the effort they had to do it at home is just that much sweeter.
Obviously, the host automatically in, but what a road it was to get here. The Windsor Clippers seem to be the team that almost pushed you guys out of the playoffs, but obviously here you'd be. What was it like to just keep your guys motivated, even though you earned a spot automatically?
Well, it was one of our, we had a couple goals at the start of the year, and one of the big things that we talked about right from day one was earning our way in. And, it would have been easy maybe sometimes in that Windsor series because they really pushed us and really beat us up in a lot of ways to probably say, don't worry about it, we'll go. But we thought it was important to be going in on a high note and to be continuing playing. You don't want to be sitting off 2 or 3 weeks to come into a tournament like this. So, it's just a testament to the character of those kids there.
Now, just briefly, not to bring anything down, of course, Rylan Artley went down hard in that Seneca game. What was he and what was Daniel Tanner like in the back end to step up? The goalies in this team were so spectacular all throughout the season and playoffs.
Yeah, no question. I mean, Rylan was, just a massive part of our team all year long. We don't have the success we do without him. He was the MVP of the Western Conference for a reason. He was that good, and when we lost him, obviously you're disappointed, especially for Rylan. And at the end of the day, though, his health was paramount, right? But I'll tell you one thing: we had 3 or 4 times this year where Rylan, either wasn't maybe having a good night or the game in Windsor where he went off with a medical emergency, and Daniel stepped in. And we knew we targeted Daniel before the season started. He was here 2 years ago, so we knew we were getting a good one. And as I told the boys tonight, we lost the best goalie in Canada, but I think the second best goalie in Canada stepped in and just did a phenomenal job here tonight.
Well, thank you for your thoughts and congratulations once again.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Shane Hillis' dad. Dave, you also were doing some equipment managing here for the team. You were talking about how you did it in other games as well. Touch on that for us, will you, and the viewers, and just let us know what you do for the club.
Actually, I'm just the equipment guy. I call myself the water boy, glorified water boy. I actually quite enjoy it. Someone's got to fill the water for the kids, so I enjoy it, and it's all about the kids.
So working for 2 championship games and missing those to work for your son's team, which is pretty fantastic. But let's just touch on Shane himself. What was it like watching him through the Founders Cup put on such a spectacular performance all week?
Actually, I got to see a few of the games. I wasn't allowed on the bench because I don't have my coaching credentials to be able to pour water, so I had to stay in the back alleyway. So I've missed watching him in 2 national championships, but I got to see him a little bit. I don't really cheer him on or curse him because he usually tells me where to go very, very quickly. So I'm told to shut up and stay in the background.
So as part of this team for the entire year, just touch on, the team that is the Orangeville Northmen, what it means to really be a Northman and their journey that they've done to get here and win gold right at home.
First of all, the Northman organization, right from the minor up, has developed a great system. I think any player that comes up through there, coaching, whatever, is quite proud to be a Northman one way or the other. And, it's great that we have veteran Northmen's coming back and volunteering their time to coaching, because that is what makes our organization so strong. And without them, I don't think we would be strong at all. So we need that talent coming back and teaching the kids again how to do it.
Well, a lot of heritage here. We can definitely see the little ball boys who they want to be future Junior B champions like this Northman. Let's send it back upstairs to Spencer Tangway and Matt Carrick, and they're going to close out today's show. Thanks, guys, so much for listening to me and all the interviews here on the floor. Sam McDade for you. Back up to you guys.
And our 3 stars brought to you by Kahnawake CrossFit from this final gold medal game. Spencer?
Well, the gold medal games it seems so far long ago as we got all those interviews, but how about Riley Armstrong? 33 for the Orangeville Northmen, big on the back end, and he was one of those guys that Bruce Codd talked to me off camera about, was a key leader in that locker room off the floor.
How many times did he hit the deck here as he was eating shots left, right, and center and just hanging in to help his team win the championship? Second star, also from the Orangeville Northmen. We're going to see a lot of black and silver here. Peter Hunt, the captain, in his final game a shorthanded goal, and just tremendous leadership down on the floor on the defensive side of the ball.
And your first star of the game, Matt, I think this guy deserves it, as he has had one great tournament, and that is Riley Thompson. No MVP of the tournament award given out, but on the JVI Sports Network, we do. And Riley Thompson.
We weren't entirely sure of the process, but if there was, it would definitely go to Riley Thompson. Those are the Kahnawake CrossFit 3 stars. Our thanks to the Toronto Rock Elite League, Toronto Rock Athletic Center for their help all week, to Extreme Threads, to Smokin' Joe's, and of course to Seneca Nation, Kahnawake CrossFit, our sponsors, and the Green Gales Junior B jersey sponsors as well. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to our Twitter account at JVI Video, as we're hoping to bring you live from the ILA game number 2 of the Major Series Lacrosse Championship, Ontario Championship rather. On Tuesday night, we'll have more information up there. The Orangeville Northmen are your national champions in Junior B lacrosse. Congratulations to them. Thank you, each and every one of you, for sticking through 23 games. On behalf of our great JVI Sports Network crew I have just mentioned, I am Matthew Carrick, and we say so long from the Alder Street Arena. This has been the 2016 Founders Cup on the JVI Sports Network.